Zhujiajiao. I'm Jim Schneider, and this is Shanghai A to Z, a video series about daily life, culture, and travel destinations in Shanghai, China. And after this video, a full, complete, finished series. It's the last official Shanghai A to Z video, so in honor of this momentous occasion, I'm wearing my very best clothes, because my audience deserves nothing but the very best. All of you. Yes, even you, Greg. On our final episode of Shanghai A to Z, for the letter Z, we're going to Zhujiajiao, one of Shanghai's most famous day trip destinations. We'll find out why a visit to Zhujiajiao is worth your while after a quick word from one of our sponsors. This episode is sponsored by Bangers Brewing, brewing quality craft beer since 2020. 2020. Remember 2020? That magical year when all was right with the world. Everybody was happy and healthy, gas prices were at an all-time low, groovy young people were out there traveling around the world and finding themselves, and everyone was falling in love. Political parties were reaching around the aisle and solving problems once thought to be unsolvable. Nobody got murdered, not even those who kind of deserved it. And the weather, my goodness, the weather was perfect. Most days, the sun would just shine down on your bare, uncovered face, a warm, solar hug that made everyone's smile bloom like a beautiful flower in springtime, but all year round. Sure, it rained a few days here and there, but without the rain, you don't get the rainbows. And besides, umbrellas were free in 2020. Oh, and nobody was racist. What a time to be alive it was. We'll never have another year like 2020. But you can recapture the magic of those marvelous 12 months by cracking open a beverage made by the good people at Bangers Brewing. It's not easy to find, but if you do manage to get your hands on one of their premium IPAs, stouts, ciders, pilsners, hard seltzers, or anything else they make, the very first sip will flood your Q-zone with the kind of mirth, merriment, and of course, magic that we all associate with the year 2020. If you do manage to find Bangers Brewing somewhere out there in the world, mention the promo code Schneider/Banger for a generous discount on your first order of banging brew. Keep banging with Bangers Brewing. It's like 2020 in a bottle. Welcome back. Let's talk about Zhujiajiao. Zhujiajiao is an ancient water town with the history of 1,700 years. It's located in Qingpu district, and it takes about an hour and a half to get there from the center of Shanghai. You can take the subway to Zhujiajiao Station and then either walk for about 15 minutes to Zhujiajiao or accept a ride on a rickshaw from one of the many rickshaw runners you'll see once you leave Zhujiajiao Station. It's faster, of course, but it's not a free ride. But let's be honest, is there ever such a thing as a free ride? There's no such thing as a free lunch. Why should rides be any different? Anyway, pay for a rickshaw ride if you want to, money bags, or you can be a cheapskate like me and walk. Now, once you get to Zhujiajiao, you'll see many buildings from the Ming and Qing dynasties, as well as quite a few ancient bridges. Zhujiajiao is known as Shanghai's Venice, or the Venice of Shanghai, or the Jiangnan Pearl. Jiangnan being the region immediately to the south of the lower reaches of the Yangtze River. Many people agree that Zhujiajiao is the best water town in Shanghai, which is quite a boast because there's a lot of competition. Have you seen the Shanghai A to Z video about Qibao, by the way? Qibao is another beloved water town in Shanghai, but not as beloved as Zhujiajiao, apparently. One reason many people prefer Zhujiajiao could be its size. It's larger than some other water towns, and it has a ton of places to explore. One of the most famous landmarks there is Fangsheng Bridge, which was built in 1812, and it's the longest, tallest stone bridge in Zhujiajiao. But a lot of what you'll see and find in Zhujiajiao is similar to what you'll experience in other ancient water towns. There are old stone bridges, bubbling streams, narrow alleys and old streets, restaurants with traditional foods and snacks, souvenir shops, and more. Another reason people love Zhujiajiao is that it's so well preserved, which really adds to the illusion of stepping back into ancient times. What I liked best about my visit to Zhujiajiao was the boat ride, and I recommend you take one too if you have the chance to visit. You can buy either a short distance or a long distance ticket, neither of which is very expensive. At first I tried to buy a short distance ticket because I thought it would be enough time to appreciate the scenery, but the ticket seller persuaded me to buy a long distance ticket because he's good at his job. And I'm glad he changed my mind because the long distance ride is about 15 minutes and it really gives you an opportunity to relax and take in more of the scenery from the vantage point of the water. Plus, it's not much pricier than the short-distance ticket. And anyway, there's no such thing as a free boat ride. After climbing aboard, I had a friendly chat with the gondolier, and then I sat back and relaxed, taking in the scenery on both sides of the boat and just enjoying the sensation of sailing smoothly along the water. As you might imagine, my time in Shanghai wasn't always smooth sailing. I had some tough times there, but I was very lucky to have the support of my friends, colleagues, students, teachers, and neighbors in Shanghai, as well as plenty of support from my friends and family around the world. I also felt very lucky to get all the way through this whole Shanghai A-Z project because there was a time when I didn't think I'd be able to complete it. It seemed like all the mysterious forces of the world were working against me, but I stuck it out, kept going, and eventually I made it to the end. And then I flew back to America, my home sweet home. It's great to be back, but I do miss certain aspects of living in Shanghai. Of course, I don't miss everything about it, but a lot of what I loved about living in Shanghai is captured in the videos I made for this series. And if you've spent any time at all watching the videos I've made, I hope you've enjoyed watching them as much as I enjoyed making them. Thank you for coming with me on this journey, and I hope you'll join me for the next adventure, wherever it takes us. All right, all you adventure lovers and adrenaline junkies out there, it's time for me to tell you about Ascendia Sports, a 100% real and legitimate business owned and operated by my friend Josh, a 100% real and legitimate businessman, not one of those heartless business bots you've been hearing about on the news. So what is Ascendia Sports? Well, it is your go-to booking website for adventure sports and activities around the globe. Go ahead and click on the link in this video's description or type ASCENDIA-SPORTS.com into your favorite web browser and then select the country or region that you're living in or visiting to explore your options. Choose from a wide range of activities like skydiving, paragliding, rafting, and many more. Let Ascendia Sports help you add some adventure to your life. Visit their website today and choose your adventure. And don't forget to select Jim Schneider A to Z in the How Did You Find Us section while you're booking. Your next adventure is waiting for you at Ascendia Sports. And one more thing. Did you know that you can watch another Shanghai A-Z video on this same topic but in Chinese with your choice of subtitles in Chinese or English? It's great to watch if you're learning Chinese like me or if you're just Chinese language curious. There's no law against that. Look for the playlist Shanghai A-Z (Mandarin) on my channel and watch any of the videos that appeal to you. Watch them all. Like them, share them, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more engaging content on Shanghai and world travel, culture, and other stuff, because subscribing to my channel costs you nothing, but it means everything to me. Thanks for watching this episode of Shanghai A-Z, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.